Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and the 1/3 that's pushing his truth in all truth and sincerity. To you brothers, I say shalom. Shalom to you few sisters that's listening and learning. All right, I want to get into a lesson, on this article, that I seen on RT News, because when you look around, you see that war is brewing, man. Okay, you see tensions are rising. Okay, you see in these different nations are coming up against each other. Okay, and what is one thing that these other nations, have in common? Okay, most of these nations, hate America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, and you starting to see it, more and more, as the days go on. Okay, so let me get this article from RT News. Okay, it says fire on Iran and U.S. will be opening the gates of hell. George Galloway in video address. I'm going to continue on. George Galloway has warned the U.S. and its allies in the Gulf that if they were to start World War III with an attack on Iran, they will live to regret it. Because unlike Iraq in 2003, they are capable of fighting back. That's right, and they are capable of fighting back, okay? The U.S., America, which is Babylon the Great, the leaders of this place, they're not just going to shoot missiles onto Iran and think it's not going to be a retaliation, man. Okay? Because Iran will retaliate, man, as well as their allies, man. Okay? When you look at Iran, you see Russia is backing them. Okay? And that goes into Ezekiel 38 chapter, man. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to get that. Okay? I'm going to continue on in the article first, though. It says the Scottish firebrand who famously took U.S. lawmakers to task over the Iraq war when he testified in front of the Senate in 2005 has given his take on the recent ratcheting up of tension in the Gulf region after Iran shot down a U.S. drone, which it says had entered its airspace. That's right, man. And you see that this is America's leaders, or America, which is Babylon the Great leaders, provoking Iran to war, man. Okay? And it says that Iran, shot down their drone, okay? Because it was in their airspace, okay? But here it is, the leaders of this place of America, which is Babylon the Great, want to make it seem like the Iranian leaders, are the bad guys, so to speak, man. Okay? When they had this drone in their airspace, man. Okay? So you see that they felt they had every right to shoot it down, man. Okay? So let me continue on in the article. Washington maintains its UAV was shot down while patrolling over international waters in an unprovoked attack. On Friday, President Donald Trump took to Twitter to claim the U.S. were 10 minutes away from bombing 3 Iranian sites before calling off the strikes. That's right. And we know ultimately, that the Lord controls the hearts of these kings, man. Okay. So let me get this in Ezekiel. Okay. This is Ezekiel 38 verse 1. And the word of the Lord, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog. Okay, and that's speaking about, Russia. Okay, I'm continue on. The land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. I'm going to continue on to 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. That's right, and we know that the Lord, is stirring up the hatred, in these Russians, for America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay? Because these Russians, are getting prepared for war and getting ready to send these missiles over to America, which is Babylon the Great, to destroy this place. Okay? And I'm going to continue on. I'll read 4 again. This is Ezekiel 38 verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. That's right. We know Russia has all sorts of nuclear missiles, man. Okay? You see they have these S-400s. Okay? It was talks about the S-500. Okay? They're getting prepared for war, man. Okay, I'm continuing on to 5. This is Ezekiel 38 verse 5. Persia, okay, and we know Persia, that's speaking about Iran, okay? Just like what I was going into in the article, we know that Russia, is going to be backing Iran, okay? So when America, which is Babylon the Great, tries to make a move, okay, and try to go into Iran, we know the Russians are going to be backing them, man, okay? I'm going to continue on. Well, I read from the top again, Ezekiel 38 verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomar, and Gomar is Turkey. I'm going to continue on. And all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. I'm going to continue on to 7. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Okay, it says be thou a guard unto them. Okay, so Russia is going to be a guard unto these smaller nations, man. Okay, so when America, which is Babylon the Great, try to make a move, on Iran, Russia is going to be, a guard unto them, man. Okay, so America's leaders, it's nothing that they can do, to come against that, man. Okay, it's gonna happen. All right, so let me get this. I got something else. Let me get this. And Jeremiah. Okay. This is Jeremiah 50 verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. That's right. Nations like Russia, China, Iran, to name a few, that's going to come up against who? America, which is Babylon the Great. I'm going to continue on. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. And that arrow speaking about these missiles. Okay, I'm going to continue on. None shall return in vain. That's right, So when these ICBM missiles are shot to America, which is Babylon the Great, okay, these 200 million missiles, they're not going to return in vain. Okay, they're all going to hit their target. All right, being America, which is Babylon the Great. And this place is going to be utterly burnt up, man. Okay. And just like I was going into it, in Ezekiel 38 chapter, about how basically, let me go back and get it. Let me go back and get that, to prove my point. Okay. This is Ezekiel 38 verse 6. Gomer, again, that's speaking about Turkey, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. That's right. And we know that Turkey, is a part of NATO, man. Okay, but you see that Turkey, is gonna be with these nations, that I'm reading about in Ezekiel 38 chapter, man. Okay, so that shows you that the allies of America, their allies are gonna turn against them. Okay, and they're gonna shoot these ICBM thermonuclear missiles against her, man. Okay, well, to America, which is Babylon the Great. All right, let me get this in Revelation. This is Revelation 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, and the 10 horns is speaking about the EU. Okay, and the beast is speaking about NATO. Okay, I'm continuing on. These shall hate the whore. Okay, and who's the whore? America, which is Babylon the Great. I'm going to continue on. And shall make her desolate and naked. Okay, so they're going to show her shame. Okay, I'm continuing on. And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And how they're going to do that? By sending these ICBM thermonuclear missiles to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, 200 million missiles are going to come here. Okay, this place is going to be utterly burnt up. This place is going to be destroyed, man. Okay, and there's nothing that the leaders, okay, of these different nations can do against it, man. Okay, it's going to happen. It has to happen, man. Okay, but with that said, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, rule and teach well, and peace, salutation to the hopeful elect. And in 1/3, pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity to you, brothers, say shalom, shalom to you few sisters that's listening and learning.